Hey, what's up guys, this is Vimal here and welcome back to another video on my channel. So in today's video, I've got a very special product to show you all. It's a gimbal for DSLR, but it's not just any other ordinary gimbal you would normally see. This is something really special. It has some awesome features which you might have not seen previously. Using it, you can shoot some amazing cinematic shots and bring life to your videos. This is Moza's brand new 3-axis smart gimbal for DSLRs, the Moza Air 2. I'm super excited to unbox the product and show you all of its features. And also, along with the gimbal, the company also sent us their special accessory called the Moza iFocus. It's an intelligent wireless lens control system. Using this, you can wirelessly control your camera's focus. Like, how cool is that? I will give you a complete demo on how it works in this video. So we'll unbox them one by one. First, let's start with the gimbal. The Moza Air 2 comes in this sort of box packing. It's a huge white box and the package was also really heavy. You've got the Moza branding on it and a picture of the gimbal with a camera fixed on top of it. That's it on the front, nothing much written on the box. Let's see what's written at the back side. Okay, so at the back side you got a list of all the supported cameras. You guys can just pause the video for a second and see if your camera is there in the list or not. So these supported cameras can directly be connected to the gimbal with a cable, and you can control all the camera features like ISO, shutter, focus, zoom, all directly from the gimbal itself. You don't even need to touch your camera. That's awesome, right? Okay, let's unbox it and check out the product. Here we go. Oh my god, just look at the stuff we have on the inside. At the top we've got some paperwork. Looks like a quick start guide. Just make sure to read that for full info on the product. And finally, here is our gimbal, the Moza Air 2. Holy smokes, it's so big! Let me just take it out of the box. The Moza Air 2 is a powerful, smart 3-axis gimbal for DSLRs. It's got newly optimized high-torque motors and is capable of handling most of the DSLRs, mirrorless cameras and even pocket cinema cameras weighing up to 4.2 kgs. Yes, it's got a max payload of 4.2 kgs. So this is how the Moza Air 2 looks like. Wow, such a beautiful gimbal. And man, this is massive in size. It easily weighs around 1.6 kgs and feels solid in the hand. We'll come back to that again. First, let me show you the other stuff we got in the box. We've got a lot of accessories like an extra Manfrotto standard quick release plate. You already have one on the gimbal. Along with that, you get 2 clamps for fixing the iFocus control system, 2 follow focus install pipes, also a free mini tripod. Now this is super useful. It's a high quality, portable and compact tripod entirely made of aluminum. It has a 1/4-inch thread at the top, so you can easily fix it at the bottom of the gimbal. There's also a battery charger in the box. Using this, you can charge all the 4 18650 batteries at a time. And here are its 4 18650 batteries. The Moza Air 2 runs on these 4 batteries and can provide a max runtime of 16 hours on one full charge. We also have a small accessory box here. Looks like a hard case. Wonder what's inside? Oh! Okay, we've got a lot of USB cables and stuff over here. Using these cables, you can connect different type of cameras to the gimbal. There's also one more box here, must be for the documents. Yep, you get a user manual and a warranty card. Just make sure to check them out. So these were all the items we got in the package. Now let me show you the gimbal. So this is how our brand new Moza Air 2 Smart 3-axis gimbal looks like. Man, this thing looks awesome. Just look at the design. The build quality looks top notch. The body is entirely made of aluminum and the product weighs about 1.6 kgs. The Moza Air 2 has 3 powerful motors on all the 3 axes, and this is where we need to fix the camera. It's got a Manfrotto standard quick release plate, and holy moly, look at the control panel on the handle. It looks all high tech with an OLED display and also has a smart follow focus wheel on the left, which you can fully customize to control either camera's focus or zoom. The quality looks very good. So this is that OLED display I told you guys. It gives you full info about the gimbal, the current status and a lot more. Below that you got a 4-way navigational joystick and has 8 physical buttons on the front to completely control the gimbal as well as your camera. And this is how its handle looks like. The handle is big, comfortable to hold, entirely made of aluminum and has rubber padding on the back to provide a good grip while using it. Going to the back side, we've got a smart trigger button and one more 1/4-inch thread to fix some more accessories. On the right side, we've got some connectivity ports and the gimbal has a customizable follow focus wheel on the left. So that was our overview on the design and the build quality. Before I power it on and set it up, let me also quickly unbox the iFocus wireless system and show you. So here is the Moza iFocus wireless lens control system. It comes in this sort of box packing. The Moza iFocus is an accessory for the Air 2, which you need to buy separately. It doesn't come with the gimbal. So using this accessory, you can control your camera's focus wirelessly using a remote. You don't even need to touch the camera. Like, how cool is that? It's a super useful thing for videographers. Let me unbox it and show you. So the Moza iFocus comes in this sort of portable carry case. And here it is, the lens control mechanism and its wireless remote. So this is a Moza iFocus motor. You need to fix this to your camera on the gimbal. It is very easy to do that. Also, you can observe that we have two antennas at the top. And this is its wireless remote control. It's got a wheel on it, just like the follow focus wheel on the gimbal. By rotating this wheel, you can easily control the focus. You've got the Moza branding, an OLED display below that, and a 4-way navigation dial with a lot of functions. So I'll be fixing this on my camera and show you how it works later in the video. Alright guys, I fixed my camera on the Moza Air 2 and have also perfectly balanced it. Balancing the gimbal is a super easy job. With good practice, you can do it in less than 60 seconds. I've already shown a lot of times how to balance a gimbal in my previous gimbal videos. For detailed info, you can check it out there. I've also attached that mini tripod to this gimbal which we got free in the package. It is very useful. You can either use it as a tripod stand or even as an extended handle for the gimbal. The tripod also has rubber padding on it to offer good grip while using. It has an ergonomic shape and felt comfortable while using. So that was about the tripod and the gimbal balancing. Now let me tell you about the quick release plate. The Moza Air 2 has a Manfrotto standard quick release plate and offers one-step balancing. And the best part is, they also provide you an option to lock the axis on the gimbal so it doesn't damage itself while you're fixing the camera. Just slide the switch upward to lock the axis, and now you don't need to worry about the gimbal accidentally hitting the handle. So the benefit of having a Manfrotto standard quick release plate is, you can just simply press one button, remove the camera from the gimbal, place it on your tripod or monopod, and start shooting without wasting any time. Also, once you're done there with the job and want to go back to the gimbal, you just need to slide it back on the mount plate like this, and you can continue shooting with the gimbal without the need of calibrating or even balancing it second time. I really love that idea about this gimbal. The universal mount plate on it saves a lot of your precious time. So that was our complete look at the design and the build quality of this product. So what I'll do is I'll power on the gimbal, show you the OLED display and all of its features and functions. Oh, wait a second guys, I forgot to tell you one more thing. The Moza Air 2 features an angled roll axis motor. It is placed below the camera at a certain angle. You guys might say, yeah, so what's special in that? Well, that makes a huge difference. Since the motor is at an angled position and not directly behind the camera, it provides an unobstructed view to the camera screen and lets you easily access all the camera buttons. That is a very intelligent design. Okay, so now let me show you the display and all of its features. To power on the gimbal, all you need to do is press the power button for about 2 seconds, and there you go. So this is how the OLED display on it looks like. It's a beautiful display, bright, sharp, and easily readable even in outdoors. So on the home screen, it shows you the battery level, the current profile you're using, and which mode the gimbal is in. It even shows you which of the 3 axes are locked and which are in follow mode. Using this joystick, you can completely control the movements of the gimbal, and by rotating this dial, you can adjust the follow speed of each axis to whichever desired value. So let me give you an overview on the control panel. So on the left, you've got the mode button, there's a function button on the right, this is the video record / power button, and the dial itself is also clickable. It's got 4 functions to adjust your camera's ISO, TV, AV, and also live preview. By pressing this mode button, you can switch between different available gimbal modes, which I'll show you at a later part in the video. And by pressing this function button, you can access some special modes like Sport Mode and Inception Mode, which produce some really cool cinematic effects. Now let me show you the menu. You can access the gimbal's menu by pressing the center button on the dial, and that brings up a huge list of settings which include camera settings, gimbal settings, calibration, configuration, and a lot more. Through the gimbal settings, you can completely customize the motor power, select the type of camera you're using, customize all the buttons on it, and you can also set the follow focus wheel to either focus or zoom, depending on the situation. And not only that, you can also perfectly calibrate the gimbal, fine-tune the gyroscope, and even perform software updates. Well, Moza has provided tons and tons of advanced options to fully personalize this product as per your needs. So now what I'll do is, I'll just go out, fix my camera on it, and tell you about the different available gimbal modes and how to use them. The Moza Air 2 is an amazing 3-axis gimbal. It's got an ergonomic design and feels very comfortable while using. If you're a beginner, it might feel a bit heavy in the hand with all that setup, but eventually you'll get used to that. The crazy thing about this gimbal is, it has 8 insane follow modes and also 3 special modes. I've never seen these many features and modes on any gimbal in the past. So by default, when you power it on, it goes in the pan follow mode. In this mode, the roll and tilt axis are locked while the pan axis follows the movement of the handle. Just check out this video clip. And not only that, you can completely control the movement of the gimbal also using the joystick. Talking about the motors on the gimbal are very powerful and highly optimized. They don't even flinch no matter what camera I put on it. As I've told you at the beginning, it supports a payload range from 300 grams to 4.2 kgs, which is pretty awesome. Both the pan axis and roll axis have a range of 360 degrees, but the tilt axis has a range from plus 180 degrees to minus 95 degrees. So coming to the different modes, it's got pan follow, roll follow, tilt follow, pan and roll and tilt follow, pan and tilt follow, full follow, and also full lock mode. Oh my god, it's got a never-ending list of modes. All these modes can be accessed from the mode button itself. And that is not the end of it. You also have some more special modes called Sport Gear mode, Inception mode, and also Selfie mode. Awesome, right? You've got almost every possible combination on the Moza Air 2. The company did an excellent job on this product. There's also a special trigger button at the backside, using which you can access instant lock mode or double click to reset the gimbal position and triple click for selfie mode. Talking about the gimbal movements felt buttery smooth while using. I've been using this gimbal for more than 2 weeks and was really satisfied with the performance. Okay, now let's put this gimbal to a test and see how it performs in the real world. So first what I'll do is, I'll just walk with the gimbal while shooting. As you can see, I was walking casually in the park and the footage felt really smooth and stabilized. It was producing some great stabilized shots which are not possible directly without a gimbal. Just check out this sample video. Alright, now let me tell you about the special Inception mode. The Inception mode lets you shoot some creative cinematic shots. You can access that by double pressing the function button, and the gimbal will switch into this position. In this mode, the camera turns upwards and the pan axis starts rotating in either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. You can do this manually or even set it to auto. To do this manually, just move the joystick in whichever direction you want to do, just like this. But if you want the gimbal to do that for you, just set the Inception mode speed using this dial and the gimbal will start rotating on its own. That is so cool, right? It can go really fast with a max speed of 10 in both clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. So here are a few video clips I shot using the Inception mode on it. This is how the Sport Gear mode works. You can use this mode to create instant scene transitions in your videos. Amazing gimbal, guys, it's a fully feature-packed product. So I've also fixed the Moza iFocus lens control system, and this is how it looks like. The setup was a bit difficult and took some time for me to fix the motor control unit, the belt on the lens, align them, calibrate, initialize the start and end point and all that. It was a bit complicated, but just make sure to read the manual and follow all the steps carefully. And here's the end result of all that. You can directly control the focus on your camera using the follow focus wheel or even use the provided wireless remote control to do the same. This was really amazing and super useful. Now the reason I didn't show you all that setup process was, it will make this video very lengthy and also complicated. So instead what I thought is, I'll make a separate video only on the Moza iFocus lens control system, where I'll show you the setup process, initialization, how it works and also a demo. So guys, stay tuned for that video. Now let's talk about the battery life. The gimbal is a beast in this section. It runs on 4 18650 batteries and provides a continuous runtime of around 15 to 16 hours on a single charge. And not only that, it also has something special called as Moza Spark power supply system, which offers 4 different accessory ports on the gimbal to power your camera, and also film accessories like LED lights, monitors, and much more. So that was my review on Moza's brand new Air 2. It's a killer 3-axis smart gimbal for the price. The build quality is top notch, has insanely good features, offers great battery life, and also performs really good. This gimbal has every feature you need, and I would definitely say it's one of the best gimbals I've seen for a DSLR. The Moza Air 2 costs around $599, which is around 42,000 rupees, and is definitely worth the price. Talking about the iFocus system, you need to buy that wireless control system separately. It costs $299, which is around 20,000 rupees. I'll leave links to all of them in the description box below. You can check it out there. So that was it for today. Hope you all liked it. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more new awesome videos. And I'll see you in the next one.